right, so here's a scan that we just did at 7:13 p.m. and even after replacing the glow plug, which was the recommended solution for number 6, we still have the same problem, and we still have the same problem with the mass airflow sensor. They're permanent. So yep, we still gonna have to look into this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video out there so that maybe you don't spend money without, you know, maybe looking more into the code or looking at live data. I'm gonna do some more research on this, but the little bit I did do and read on the forums is did mention about replacing the glow plugs did solve the problem for some people. So yeah, the good thing is, like I said that earlier, the truck's running great. It just has the light on, and at least the glow plug, I know it's not broken, which was one of my biggest worries, but sadly we're still in this situation. All right, so we're at 157,507, and we're gonna be addressing this the check engine light. Went ahead and got it checked out, and we have this code right here, P0676, and came out to be glow plug circuit number 6. And I went ahead and ordered this, but after more research, guys, this is a $23.99 glow plug compared to the $60 one from Motorcraft. But I'm not gonna go ahead and do that because there's a YouTube video of a guy that did a test on it, and it just bubbled up at the tip after 15 seconds of heat. So yeah, he was saying how that cheaper brand it's just not worth it. So I'm glad I watched that video. I was currently waiting on the part before it came in. I only have the mass airflow sensor. That was another problem that came out, which is P2073. Either the manifold absolute pressure or the mass airflow throttle position. But according to their information, the most common one is the mass airflow sensor at 164 problems. So yeah, some of this stuff just doesn't make sense, like how this code would even be related to brake calipers, EGR. I can see how, or brake disc, but nonetheless, hopefully this takes care of it. I know I've cleaned out the one that we have here, the absolute pressure one, and it's taking care of this code before, but I think on this occasion, I think we do have to replace this. So I'll keep you all posted. I'm gonna go to the dealership and find the actual glow plug, but I'm gonna try removing it first. And the way this works is it's number 6. So I went ahead and looked it up, and this is 8 cylinders. So on your passenger side you have cylinders 1 through 4, and on the driver's side you have cylinders 5 through 8. So it's gonna end up being the second one. But right now, let me see if I'm gonna have to remove this fender liner, if I can get them to the top, and I'll get right back to you guys to show you where they're at. All right, so I went ahead and removed the fender liner, which gave me more clearance, which now you can see. All right, later. Right there, that little plug right there that I'm pointing at, that's one of the glow plugs, and the same goes with that one that's on that area. I'm pointing right there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so yeah, you can access them once you remove the fender liner and this guard right here that goes in there. And basically, what I read on the forums is as you can tell, this doesn't have like a heat shield, but I mean, do it at your own risk. This is supposed to be like to quiet the engine, which I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off, because not only is it gonna make it easier for me to wash this right here where I'm leaking a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna keep a closer look to see where it's coming from, but it's also gonna allow the engine so I can hear more of the diesel engine, because I don't mind that. So yeah, I went ahead and, you know, they're basically these little spin-off deals. You start spinning them off, and but as you can tell, they're kind of like clips, so you have to put a lot of pressure and pull them. So I just went ahead and tore it off. I mean, it's an old truck. This was already kind of all messed up, and so I Yeah, I know it's not the best, guys, but that's what we're dealing with. But before, in some of my old videos, right, there's another glow plug, that white one right there, that one. Right now I'll pull it out, but that, so basically that's gonna be 5, and one right here on this side, 6, 7, and 8. But on my previous videos I told you guys that I wasn't sure where this oil leak was coming from, but now that I have this cover off, I can clearly see that all this area over here is dry, and it's mainly just coming from that injector seal right there, which is going to be number 8. So it seems like our oil leak isn't as bad as we thought it was. And it's interesting because even this fuel pressure deal right here, this switch here, I've seen some videos where this goes bad. I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called right now, but that looks brand new, guys. I think whoever had this truck before already has had to do some work because of the mileage. But I'm going to continue. Again, the main purpose of this video is going to be to see glow plug number 6, and hopefully it's not broken, guys, because if it's broken, then you know what that means. We're going to have catastrophic engine damage, but let's just hope it's just burnt out. All right, so seems like our tip is not broken, so that is a really good sign. And this is how you can tell if you have the older one. It's a white one. This little ring right here will be either white or red or orange. And this also, when it was in here in this area, what I ended up using is I used the same plug, because you'll notice that this end right here is actually it's not magnetic. I was trying to grab it with the magnet from up here to pull it out of that little area where it goes, but I couldn't. So what I ended up doing is just re-putting this clip on here and pulling it out of that little area right there. Let me see, right there, that hole that's right there, that's where they go. So again, that's another one, this one's another one. So hopefully this takes care of my problem, guys. All right, so here's the glow plug that we're going with. It's exactly the same, white insulator cap, the same millimeters, and the part number is ZD17. So there is a difference depending on the year that you have. Even though they're the same body style from 2011 to 2016, they use different ones. So make sure you use the correct one. I had to chase this one down. It was about, had to drive like 40 miles away. I drove 20 miles away. They said they had 8 in stock and then they have them. But and then I had to drive another 30 miles to go ahead and get it going. So yeah, as you can see, it's dark already, but get some light and we're gonna get it going. All right, so here's the master flow sensor. We just changed it with the T20, and the glow plug, the one that we mentioned, that we went ahead and went with the Motorcraft one for 1590 instead of the 25. So let's find out here. It's gonna be the moment of truth. See if we still have this check engine light here. Let's remote start this truck. Well, it's not gonna do that because I got the hood open. Let's crank it up. See if spending this money was worth it. And no. Still have check engine light, so I'm gonna go ahead and go run it, see if gotta attempt maybe clearing the code and see if that somehow resets it. But I did already replace number 6, glow plug number 6, and we still have the same problem. And well, unless the code now, maybe we did take care of glow plug number 6, but we still have maybe this absolute pressure one, and maybe it wasn't the master flow sensor like we were saying, and it is going to end up being the the other sensor that I've shown in my video that I've cleaned out in the past that goes above the intake. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys on that one tomorrow. I'll go and get it checked out again, but at least we know the glow plug's in there. It's a new one. It's not gonna break, which is one of the concerns that I had. I was just so scared. I've seen those videos where they pull that glow plug out and it's already, the tip's broken, and yeah, so we know that that's gonna cost a lot of money. So at least on the positive side, at least that's not our issue. So we'll stay tuned for the rest, guys. All right, so we have it all put back together. Engine looking nice and clean in there. Did a little wash while I was doing the test run, but yeah, these are the bolts right here. They are 732 and 8 millimeters are the ones that you use for this right there, and there's one right there. There's two right under here that are 8 millimeters. That one right there, and then these are the little ones that you just remove for that fender liner, so it's not very hard. And this right here, I need to get a new plastic tab because it was too crusty, it broke. And this one right here is just an old truck. This one's been missing. I have it inside the truck. It's just stripped, but it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, it's an old truck, guys, 2011. So we're just gonna run it like this for now, and hopefully we can get it taken care of soon.